Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me for yet another free triple deck reading on a Sunday night. Just a reminder to anybody that has access to TikTok, I'm currently, as this video is being dropped live, I'm currently there live. So I intend to, have a bit of a chat, pull some cards for people, answer any questions that you guys might have. Look, I'm honestly not expecting a lot of people to be there, so the more the merrier. And it is going to be something that I'm going to do every Sunday night moving forward. These videos that I put up for everybody to choose your triple deck, to choose whatever reading you're attracted to, is going to continue permanently every Sunday night, as always. It's just that I'm only going to put them on YouTube and Facebook, and TikTok is going to be where I go live, just so I mix and mingle. I will end up going live on YouTube/Facebook at some point in the future for you guys. For the people that don't have TikTok or don't want TikTok or can't get there, just so it's fair. But it's easier for me to go live there because the people that have TikTok generally know how to navigate YouTube, so it's easier for them to come to YouTube to watch the videos rather than have the people that are just getting familiar with Facebook and YouTube to try and work out TikTok. It just doesn't work that way. So yeah, if you do have TikTok, feel free to go over there, and if not, well, these are your choices for the week. Okay, so we've got gardening, we've got gaming, and we've got gourmet-ing. Yes, I created a word. Everybody does it, why can't I? So gourmet-ing covers either eating or cooking, because there are weird people that like to do both. I like to do neither, which is why I have a weight problem, because I don't eat and my body just stores it all. I'm working on it. We all have issues. This is the problem. This is the point. Nobody is perfect. Timestamps are up there. Sorry for rambling on. I'm kind of excited. Let's get into it. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night. If you chose gardening, this is your reading. Okay, so your first card out this week is the work card. So again, your choice of picking the pile gardening, it actually has nothing to do really with gardening. It's just something to get you to choose. So work this week, there is a lot of work ahead of you, I feel, but it's not in a bad way. Like a lot of the times we'll say, oh, there's work ahead of you, and I'm like, oh, come on. No, I feel like this is positive work that you're actually going to enjoy. It could simply be that you have to do the rudimentary going to work or the chores around the house or whatever, but there's enjoyment out of it. So you guys chose gardening. Obviously there's some sort of attraction there to growth and work, and a lot of people think of gardening as like, oh, such a chore, like I would rather put pins in my eyes. Whereas once you get in there, yeah, it is a lot of work, and it's dirty work, and it's smelly work with fertilizer and compost, and it takes a long time for that work to pay off, but it is enjoyable for those that do enjoy gardening. And that's kind of what I'm getting for work for you guys. I totally missed your overall card. I'll get to that in a sec. So yeah, the work here for you guys is that it is going to be enjoyable work. It's going to be stuff that you enjoy. It could be stuff that you've been wanting to do that you've been putting off that's going to come around. Now, likewise, it might not be anything out of the ordinary. It might be every day-to-day work, going to work, but it might just be enjoyable or less stressful at least, where it's kind of like, yep, I've got work to be done, I'm getting on with it, I've got no distractions. It's kind of like that feel. Now, I'm going to go back and do your overall card, which is actually the heartbreak and sadness card, and it's upside down. It's meaning that there's healing there. So sometimes when we're putting stuff off because we're busy or we don't have the energy, when we finally get around to doing it, it actually is a sign that we're moving forward away from problems in the past. So I do feel like when the sadness card is upside down, it's kind of like symbolizing that the two halves of the heart are coming back together. There's reconciliation, there's healing, there's letting go of pain so that you can heal. So yeah, it is the end of sadness in some way. It might be that you're deciding to move forward and away from that sadness. Okay, so it is a very important week or time ahead for you guys, because there is healing, there is movement forward. So yeah, having said that, going back to the work card, there is work to be done one way or another, but it is going to be powerful work. I think that that is the key that I'm saying. The key word that I need to be saying. It's going to be really important for you to be doing this work in one form or another, even if it is to get movement away from the past. That may be what is so profound about this work ahead of you. Okay, now I'm using a lot of these big words, and they are going to be big to you, but again, this is just a snapshot. Like, this isn't a full reading, so it is just like little things ahead of you. Okay, but there could be some big changes coming for you around work as well, in a positive way. Now the next card over is the Spirit Energy card. This is really good. This is positive energy. This is support. This is meeting new people. This is rekindling with people from the past. Not so much in a romance way, but getting out there. Like, sometimes we fall into a relationship and our friends just fall away and disappear and don't mean anything. Shame on you, because that's not the way for a healthy relationship in any form, and you're treating your friends like crap. But it does happen, and I don't do it to people, but it's been done to me plenty of times. I do understand to a certain degree, but I digress. This card is about, maybe it is catching up with old friends, maybe it is new friends coming into you. Maybe part of this work is, I need to get out there more, I need to join a social thing like bowling or gardening or volunteering, and you start meeting new people. But this is positive energy that's coming in, a lot of support around you. Okay, so if you feel lost or you don't know what you're doing, ask, because right now it is, people are genuinely there to help you and guide you and get you on the right path. Okay, the next card is the Younger Woman card, which is fantastic. It goes with the whole reading so far, which is breaking free. This is freedom for you. So again, this work, you know, you're getting away from problems of the past. You're breaking free now, and you're letting go of all that crap. So it's not just freedom about getting away from things, but it's also release off the chest. As you can see in this card, she's literally breaking free and shedding all the crap. It's flying away behind her. That's kind of what this is happening for you guys. Okay, so it is really important that you enjoy that freedom, and when you do let go of toxic people or baggage or you know, problems or insecurities and stuff like that, it is really important to pat yourself on the back, but enjoy that. Oh my god, I feel like the weight of the world is off my shoulders. You know, dealing with somebody that you know, it's a prickly situation. You know, if you were to say, that's it, I'm sorry, I can't do this anymore, we need to go our separate ways, yeah, that's hard and that's sad, but I feel like you're going to walk away and go, oh my god, I feel like the weight of the world has lifted off my shoulders. That's a problem I never have to worry about again. So make sure that you're enjoying that as it's happening, okay? And go out of your way to shed yourself of things that hold you down and hold you back, okay? As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, then go with God, okay? But if there are toxic people that you need to get rid of, then you need to get rid of them. They may be butthurt because they're so selfish and whatever, that they don't understand why suddenly you're growing a pair and getting away from them, but that's on them, that's not on you. Okay, so you're not intentionally trying to hurt them, you're just going about your business and getting rid of those people that use you and manipulate and guilt you and all of that stuff. Now I've got the addiction card here, and it is upside down. So again, this is great. This is getting away from bad behaviors. It's letting go of addictions. So yeah, addictions is a very harsh word. It covers obviously alcohol, drugs, narcotics, all that sort of stuff, gambling. But we can be addicted to people, places, and in this case I'm getting habits, bad habits. It's just shedding bad habits, okay? I literally this week am in a process of getting rid of a couple of my bad habits. I know it's going to take some time, but I'm consciously working every day to pull back on the swearing, and I am a smoker, unfortunately, and to pull back on the smoking. So these are bad habits. that I am consciously working on. I feel like that this is what it's saying. You are actually already in that process of getting rid of these bad behaviors, and it could simply be the way you're thinking about yourself. There's no point trying because it'll fail. I can't be bothered because I'm so, you know, it could be just breaking away from those bad behaviors and bad habits, but it is a very positive thing here. Now I've got the healing and the health card. It's upside down. That isn't a negative, okay? The health card doesn't actually have a negative. If there's something negative, like if I'm reading for somebody and unfortunately I see they're going to break their leg, sorry, I was thinking of somebody that I said that, no, and they broke that, yeah, they did. I will pick that up. So if, in the health card, if I pick up a negative health thing, it doesn't matter which way the cards, that's what I'm picking up. The health card itself, upside down, is actually purification. So it's cleansing. It's getting rid of, yet again, it's getting rid of crap. And this is a really positive thing. It's basically the younger woman card again. It is getting rid of all this stuff, but when we talk about cleansing, whether you're talking about spiritual cleansing, getting rid of negative energy and evil things and bringing in the light of the universe, whether you're talking about that or cleansing as in cleaning the bathroom and scrubbing the tiles and getting rid of grime and seeing that whiteness come back, it's the same sort of energy here. You're getting rid of crap, of negativity, of bad stuff, and bringing out the light. So again, this is really a really good card. Now the last card here, which is the final card in your reading, is the Summer card, and it's upside down. So that's okay. The Summer card is normally a positive card. It's holidaying and relaxing and resting and enjoying life. Now this being upside down, it's not saying that that's not going to be happening for you, because I feel like that this may be hard work that you're doing, but it's going to be enjoyable work. Again, I really am being brought back to gardening as the overall topic, because again, it can be dirty work, it can be hard work, it can take, you know, a while for that work to pay off before you see those results. But those people that enjoy gardening enjoy the process. So again, this Summer card is like, it's not time to just sit back and relax and do nothing, but it is a time to get out there and start enjoying what you're doing. Like you need to be constantly moving forward and constantly making these changes and doing what you're doing. It's kind of like you need to kick yourself up the butt when your energy starts to drip. So like everything, energy comes in waves. You're going to have this positive energy wanting to make these changes, and I feel there's going to be a really good start to it. Over the next couple of weeks, that energy might drop off and you're like, okay, well, I've started, you know, I'll take a little bit of a break and I'll come back to it. A lot of the times when we do that, we don't come back to it. So this is where this Summer card is like, no, don't do that. Take a break for the day, but get back to it. Like keep working towards making your life a happier life, because at the end of the day, that's what we're all chasing. Okay. Alright guys, I really hope that helped. As always, if you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or through the socials. Just a reminder that I will be going live on TikTok every Sunday night at 7 p.m. and I won't be putting the videos up there, these videos up there on TikTok. I will keep them on YouTube. Feel free to come along and join in if you can. If not, I will be going live at a later date. Okay? Hang in there, guys. Enjoy this energy because it's very powerful and it's very positive for you. Okay? Blessed be. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for a free triple deck reading. Just a quick reminder, I will be going live every Sunday from now on, including tonight, on TikTok. So if you have the means and desire to go over to TikTok and come in and say hi and go live, feel free. If you don't worry, these videos will continue every Sunday night on Facebook and YouTube. I'll be posting up and I will go live at some point in the future. Okay? Alright, so if you chose gaming, probably the one that I would choose this week. Category, I haven't got to the reading yet. Let's get into it. Okay, your overall card is the Marriage card. So this in itself, especially as an overall card for what's just ahead of you, is actually a very powerful card. Obviously, marriage is marriage, and you know, there could be plans around weddings upcoming. There could be meeting somebody, the person that you're going to end up spending your life with. But it is definitely about partnerships, positive partnerships, trust, good relations. So look, whether it be you've met somebody romantically, or you're thinking about somebody romantically, or you're thinking about a new business partner, or a new job, or you're like whatever it is right now that you're thinking of, that is that connection. It is a very, very, very positive card, being the marriage card. Okay, this is the fairy tale marriage, like what marriage is supposed to be, the perfect happiness and I can't spend another second without you type marriage. Okay, so very, very powerful card for you guys this week. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if this isn't resonating with you, it will. There is some sort of connection around you, and that's going to come to you, and it could be a sign that you need to wake up a little and realize the connections in your life and be thankful for the blessings that you do have. You might be in one of these relationships and, well, it doesn't really resonate with me. And it's like because you're in the middle of a perfect relationship or something really good and don't even realize it. Okay? Again, not just romantic. Could be family, could be friends, could be work, could be new project, could be a new business, could be a car. But there is positivity around you. So if it's not resonating with you yet, open your bloody eyes, because that says to me that this isn't me having a go at you. This is literally, there are good things around you and you haven't even realized. So if you open your eyes and go, you know what, I am very blessed by this, or I am very happy with that, it just in general, there's a little bit of extra happiness for you, and you haven't had to do anything except open your eyes. Okay? All right. Now the first card out is the blessing card. This is the very best card you can get in my deck of cards. Okay, this is the universe, the gods, goddesses, shining down light and love upon you, blessings of happiness and all things that are good and great. So this isn't, I don't want you to think that this is a luck card, like you're about to win the lotto. Hey, you could. But this blessing, look, the path that we're on in life is to breed happiness, harmony, peace, hope, all these things. This blessing card is that this is upon you, this is coming to you. These are just a snapshot of what's just ahead for you, okay? This isn't a full reading, this isn't a 6-month period, this isn't a full reading that I would normally do for people, but it is saying that there is something around you that's coming. It could be that you're just in this zen place where you feel like you're on the right path and things are going well at the moment, which don't be scared to admit, don't be scared to enjoy, because if you fear jinxing it, at some point nothing lasts forever. Nothing really good and perfect lasts forever. Nothing really bad and negative lasts forever, okay? So if we have this fear of enjoying the good because we don't want to jinx it or don't want it to come to an end, it's going to come to an end one way or another. So you might as well enjoy it as it's happening, okay? You don't, when something bad happens to you, you don't not get negative and not get upset by that because like, oh, I'm going to jinx that as soon as I get upset by this thing, I'm going to find happiness. We don't do that. So why do you not enjoy the happiness as it comes? Think about it. All right, the pregnancy card. There is something, this is, again, with the blessing, there is a blessing coming. This pregnancy card is that there is good stuff coming. It could be that you're working towards it now, but you're hoping that this is going to pay off in a very good way, but you might not really believe it, you might not really see it. This pregnancy card is like, keep doing what you're doing because it is going to pay off. It might not pay off like bang right now or in the next couple of days, but it will pay off. Pregnancy is something good for you is coming, but there is a time frame there. Obviously, a pregnant woman finds out that she's pregnant, yay, doesn't mean the baby pops out the following day. She has to nurture that for 9 months, and you know, it's the same. That's what this pregnancy card is. There is something good coming for you, and it's going to be building. Okay, this could be as simple as a new relationship that builds over time to something really blessed. Okay, now I've got the illusion card here. So to me, that this is like, I feel like I need to slap you around the head. It's kind of like you're deceiving yourself. There's illusion here that there is good stuff around you, and there's stuff that logically looks like it's going to work out and be a really good thing, but don't believe it. I'm not saying that you're being a negative person and being like, nah, the world sucks and everything's wrong, and I'm not going to be one of these people that are ever going to be financially successful or financially free or happy. This is where I want to slap you over the head, because you're deceiving yourself. Okay, I'm not saying you're in that negative headspace, but you could just be like, yeah, look, it'll probably be good, but it'll probably be shitty. Actually, that's where I want to like shake you up. You've got to stay positive, because it is going to be a good thing. Don't deceive yourself. Okay, don't be like it. It's hard for me to sit here and say don't deceive yourself and don't be negative, because it is a defense mechanism. It's what we do. It's like we protect ourselves from hurt and pain and all the stuff we've already gone through. When something looks like it's going well, we tend to, again, not get excited by it, because we don't want that. We don't want to build hope only to be let down. Okay, there's a difference between just going, oh, I've started a new job and I'm going to end up being the CEO and run this company, and I'm going to be... There's a difference between being like that and just being like, well, there's no reason why I'm starting this new job, why I can't be CEO. I'm going to work my ass off, and I'm going to plan towards the future, and I'm going to get there. And there's no reason why. That's what I'm saying here. This is what the pregnancy and all that is about. And the blessing card, it's going to build over time, and you're going to get there. But what this illusion card is saying is you're deceiving yourself. Like, don't start that new job and go, I'd love to be the CEO, and there's no reason why I can't be the CEO, but I'm never, it's never likely. I'm probably never going to make the CEO. Don't deceive yourself. It's an illusion. If you want to go for that, you can go for that and become the CEO. Okay? I'm using that obviously as a metaphor for relationships and cars and goals that we have of buying a house and moving to Mexico and all these different things that we have planned. It's along the same lines there. Now look, I've got the elderly card here, and it's upside down. It's like, I want to say to you that this is like, it's not going to take forever. Your life isn't over. Doesn't matter what age you are in your head. Everybody goes through a phase of feeling like, well, this is my life and it's never going to change. Whether you're 16, 60, or, well, nobody's 600, but you know what I'm saying? Your life continually changes. I don't care if you're 16, it's normal to feel that way. You're 60, it's easy to feel that way, because you feel like, well, this is my life, it's practically over, and, there's not much more for me, and that's bullshit. It really is bullshit. Okay, I'm not 60, obviously, but I'm telling you right now that no, that's bullshit. You can still chase your dreams. You can do what you want to do. There's always a way. So don't get stuck into this headspace of I've run and there's not enough time, or it's never going to happen, or no, that's what this elderly card is saying. There's still plenty of time for you to achieve what you want to achieve, regardless of whether it's to become that CEO or have children or go to Mexico on a holiday. There's plenty of time still there. But these goals that you do have in place, not going to take forever. Okay? Next card over is the spiritual path card. So this is upside down. So all this is saying is that this isn't saying that you're not on the right path. This is just saying that you still have a little bit of work to be done on the inside till you're really on that path. Because what everything that I've just said about getting out of those protective thoughts of keeping ourselves safe, it is hard to have hope and faith, especially in today's society. But it is part of your spiritual path. It is what is going to bring you hope and happiness on the inside. I'm not saying that you need to start going to church and praying and all of that, but no, have faith in yourself. Have faith in those around you. Just have faith in general that there's no reason why you can't buy a new car, whether it be now or in a couple of years. Have faith in yourself and don't give up, okay? The spiritual path card is there is learning for you to do on the emotional side of letting go of some, if you're going out of your way to not jinx things and not get excited by things that are happening because, it might all go away. That says to me straight off the bat that you have some learning to be done. There's still some hurt there that needs to heal. There is still some getting rid of some baggage from the past and working on that. And that's not forgetting that pain and that hurt. It is processing it and going, I understand why that happened and how I would change that moving forward and why I made those choices. And I'm like realizing that you're a different person now and you probably wouldn't make the same choices. That is how we heal and move down our spiritual path. Okay, and that's how we become stronger. And we're like, there's no, you know, I've had a lifetime of shit and things breaking and not working out and going bad. Why can't something work out? Like, it's just as likely as something going wrong. It's kind of like that saying, to be old and wise, first you must be young and stupid. You know, that's what I'm saying. You've gone through all of that. This is where we get to, when we learn these things, we get to the stage where we don't make the same mistakes. And we do look for red flags and warning signs in situations so we can avoid them. But if we go into a situation that doesn't have red flags or warnings and, you know, we're going along with it and things are going well, then that's when you've got to turn around and go, well, I am going to enjoy this because I have kept an eye out for dangers and worries and things. There isn't anything, I've made the right choices. I'm going to enjoy this success because I finally learned. Okay, and that's what there is, that learning there for you to be done. Now the last card again is the autumn leaf card, and it is upside down. So again, it is saying that it's not over. Okay, the autumn leaf card is an ending card. It is, I know I contradicted myself, but let me just bear with me. The autumn leaf card is an ending card. It is it's over and done with, it's gone, it's bad. I feel like that's talking about the bad crap in your life, and you finally learn and you're ready to start new, start fresh, start in a positive headspace, in a positive way, and you're going to start attracting positive things. Okay, there is a book in the middle of this. There is a book in the middle of this card, and it is for you to write down what comes next. Write down what happened in the past so that you can, well, this was a red flag and that was a warning sign and I shouldn't have done that and I've changed that sort of thinking. Like, write down in that book so that you're aware of the positive things around you so you can enjoy it. Okay, and that white feather is the angels. It's the universe, yet again a nod to you that the universe is around you helping you, so you're moving into a better period of your life. Okay, as long as you're letting go of, I'm not going to say childish things because we chose gaming, and there's nothing childish about gaming these days, that's my point, but it is kind of like you're in a new headspace. So as long as you're letting go of those childish behaviors and those negative thinkings and getting away from the game playing and letting people manipulate you, moving into the right sort of surroundings and surrounding yourself with the right people, lots of positivity ahead for you. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. Sorry it was a bit longer than usual. I'm just very excited this week. If you do want a full reading, contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or via the socials, of course. Reminder, TikTok will be live every Sunday night at 7 p.m. And the videos will continue up on YouTube. Hope that helped, guys. See you next week. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me again on a Sunday night for your free triple deck reading. Quick reminder, I will be going live every Sunday night on TikTok, including tonight, 7 p.m. onwards. So if you want to come join me, come say hello, feel free. Otherwise, the videos that I am putting up will continue being put up on YouTube and Facebook. I won't be putting them up on TikTok. But yeah, hope to see you there. Alright, so guys, if you chose Gourmet-ing, this is your reading. I created the word, yes, I invented it. So this covers both cooking and eating. Two things that I don't like doing. So weirdos, but whatever, I'm the odd one out there. I'm used to it. Okay, so we've got the travel card here. This is your overall card this week. So this is movement. This is movement forward. This is holidays, this is short trips, you know. Again, this is just a snapshot, like a small reading for you guys for the week ahead or the next couple of weeks. It's not a full read, but there could be short trips around you. There could be some movement away from problems, movement towards better things. There is travel related news coming, so this might even just be you getting news about a trip later on, or the family comes to you and goes, hey, let's go mid-year, let's go around the Cayman Islands. I don't know where that came from, but yeah, this travel, this movement is positive. Now I've got the sex card as the first card out, so yes, look, it is that time. Well, at least in Australia, we're coming up to, no, we're coming into autumn, aren't we? Summer, autumn, winter, spring. Yeah, okay. Look, we're coming up. Autumn can be a very romantic time. I just feel like there's something in the air coming up to this period where sex might be more prevalent. But the sex card itself is a desire card. It is kind of like a little bit of a wish, something you desire. And this is it working out in a very positive way, okay? But I am getting the overall, be careful what you wish for, okay? So I do feel like let's go with a metaphor, because otherwise I'll be going around in circles. Really, I see a really hot guy at the gym, right? And I'm like, oh, I'd love to, you know, go on a date with you and see where things go. And this desire card is like, yeah, that you're going to get that. And I go on this date and I'm like, yeah, oh, that's really great. We had a great time. But be careful what you wish for. I feel like that, yeah, we had a great time, but you know what? Nice guy, but not really my type. Then suddenly my phone doesn't start ringing and, hey, you want to go on a second date? Hey, do you want to go here? Do you want to, you're like, oh, I missed you and I'm totally in love with you and I want to marry you. And I'm like, one date? What? And trust me, this has happened to me before. So it is kind of like, be careful what you wish for. Okay, so there is some enjoyment there, but watch out for red flags and warning signs just in case. Okay, now this obviously isn't just about dating. This can be about work. You might get that job promotion that you've been really wanting, and then bang, there's all this added stress that you weren't worried about, that you weren't aware of that comes. It's kind of like you're signing a contract. Beware of look, seriously, if you're signing any sort of contract, read the fine print. That's kind of the overall message that I'm getting at the moment, excuse me. Now, the next card out actually is the negative energy card. Excuse me. So, look, this card I created for one-on-one readings where it might be talking about a negative spirit in your presence or a psychic attack or a curse or whatever. But right now for you guys, I'm feeling like that there is somebody out there that's trying to hurt you, that is after you, that is wanting to take advantage of you, basically. So look, I feel like that this is, I'm going to go with, look, I know a lot of people are refinancing mortgages and all that stuff at the moment because of the interest rates. Please don't just be thankful that they've agreed to give you a loan or refinance. Look at the fine print, because I feel like they're like, yeah, we'll give you this this loan at 10% for the first 6 months, and then after that it might be like 45%. Yeah, and you're so excited that you don't hear all of that or you don't notice all of that, and then you go and sign it, and yeah, for the first 6 months it's 10%, and then after that it's 45%. So there is somebody that I feel like is trying to deceive you, and I actually feel really sick all of a sudden as well. So be very careful. Look for flags, look for warning signs, read the fine print, really get an understanding before you start anything new or go into new business arrangements or any sort of new arrangement, okay? You really need that don't rush into anything. Okay, leave it at that. Authority and danger card. Oh god. This is like there is danger around you. I haven't had one of these readings on a Sunday night in so long where it's look, there is look, I'm not saying danger as you're going to be physically assaulted. I'm not saying that there's danger that somebody is going to break into your house, okay? Keep in mind that this is just a little bit of a snapshot. It's just the week ahead. It's a little reading. It's not a full reading, but there is danger around you. There is warning around you that you need to be, again, aware of your surroundings, of what's happening. Read those fine prints. Don't just take people's word for it at the moment, regardless if they're a new person in your life or your very oldest, bestest friend, even family. Like, don't just go with the flow at the moment. Anything new, any changes going on, any loans being asked of you, or going for any loans, you know, do your research, do your homework, and spend that extra energy investigating. And if you don't have the energy to do all of that, then don't proceed. And if you do still proceed, even without the warnings there, okay? Okay, I've got the balance card here, and it's upside down. So this is not feeling balanced. This is well, obviously not feeling balanced, but this is look, I feel like that there's going to be fires around you that you need to put out. There's going to be unexpected, you know, I'm not going to say stabbed in the back, but there's going to be an unexpected, you know, punch to the kidneys from behind. And it is kind of like, look, I'm not saying that you're about to go through a bad stage of your life where everybody's about to use and abuse you and everything's going to be dark and nasty and fall apart. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I am saying that anything to do with new associations or new requests, do your research in order to protect yourself. Because again, this balance is like, you know, yeah, if I go on a date with a new person, they ask to borrow, you know, $100, well, fuck them. Yeah, no, I'm on it. But then along comes your nephew that goes, hey, can I borrow $50? I'll give it back to you next week. And you're like, oh, I really need that $50, but yeah, it's all right, take it. I know you'll give it back to me next week. And you find out later on that they're actually going to Queensland for 6 months. So you're not going to see that $50 next week, you know, and it's that punch in the kid. Oh, well, I really wasn't expecting that. That's the kind of thing that I'm saying that you need to really be aware of. If you are lending or giving, make sure you're telling people that they need to give back to you by this date, because, and right now, if you don't have it, or if you know that, look, I can lend it to you now, but I definitely need it next week, or I'm going to be in trouble, I would hold back from lending or giving or doing. At the end of the day, you need to protect yourself. Okay. All right. So the connection card here is upside down. So again, this is feeling disconnected. I feel like that there's going to be a lot going on. Like I said earlier, putting out fires here, there, and everywhere. Just you're constantly turning around that and looking at everything so quickly that you're not actually seeing the big picture. You're not actually seeing the trees for the forest, okay? So you've got to be very careful there. This connection card upside down, I do feel like that there are connections around you, friendships, relationships, whatever, that are going to be rocky and shaky because of unexpected hiccups. I'm not saying you're doing anything wrong. I'm actually saying that this is going to come to you where you're like, well, you know, I'm relying on my best friend to be there to support me, and then all of a sudden your best friend just fucks off for 2 years, and you're like, well, I wasn't expecting that. Why did that happen? Like, you know, just be aware that there are going to be people that are letting you down, that are disappointing you, that aren't returning favors or paying you back. So you're going to have to start knuckling down and be aware that it's not just people that you don't trust that you need to be aware of, it's the people that you do trust, okay? It's not just new things, it's the regular things as well that you need to keep an eye on, okay? You need to have your shields up in the next couple of weeks, okay? The overall card, this is good, finally. The overall card is the overseas travel card, okay? So this is saying, look, it is going to come to an end. We'll go with, you know, there's a lot of fires to put out. You are going to put those fires out, and they are going to be done. This isn't long lasting. This isn't like, you know, the next 6 months period of your life. It is going to be over and done with. But I feel like when it is over and done with, you're going to have fresh eyes and a fresh outlook on the people around you. So regardless of excuses or reasoning, if you, we'll go back to the lending thing. If you lent somebody $100 and you told them, I need that next week, otherwise I'm going to be in trouble, and they're like, yeah, fine, I'll give it back to you. Regardless of what excuse, if they don't give that back to you the following week, regardless of what excuse they come up with, and trust me, they come up with a zillion excuses, and you just roll your eyes and go, but you'll see them with fresh eyes and go, okay, fine, I'm not lending you anything again, because that's the last time I get burnt because of you. Don't allow yourself to be stuffed over because of somebody else's bad choices. Because somebody decided to go and gamble their whole week's pay and leave themselves with no money, and then they come and take from you, and then you end up getting screwed over because you've got no money because they're bad choices. You know, that's kind of what your overall reading this week is about. Don't let other people's choices affect you, and don't allow them to affect you negatively. By the end of this outcome, you're going to be able to see people and go, well, you made a selfish choice as a narcissist and it affected me. Your bad choices have affected me, no more. And that's where I'm saying you're going to come out and go, no, I'm keeping you at arm's length, because not only do you not care that your bad choices have affected me, there's no apology, there's no remorse, you just pretending like it never happened. And that makes it even worse in my eyes. Okay, so when that's happening, or when that has happened, you are going to see the world in with new eyes, okay? And it could be the total opposite, that somebody, like, you lent somebody $50 and never expected to see it again, and they've given you $100 or $50 back and a bouquet of flowers. You know, that could definitely happen, where you're like, wow, I wasn't expecting that, you know. I'm seeing you as in new light. It is a lot of that happening. Okay. Alright guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or through any of the socials. Again, just a reminder about TikTok. Every Sunday night I'm going to be going live. If you want to come in and join that, feel free. But just a reminder that I will be putting these videos up on YouTube. They will continue, so don't fret. Either way, you're going to end up with something from me on a Sunday night. Alright guys, well, until next time,